The fans are behind the camera as well, and they're all smiling. But at times, especially in that second half, they were under quite a bit of pressure, actually, Martin.
Yeah, and that can happen in the Champions League. That's absolutely doubt. I mean, they've made lots of changes, and we talked about the strength of that. But, you've got all these connections that maybe don't quite work out as the way you want it completely, although they've played beautiful football in the first half. Second half, Olympiakos made adjustments. But obviously Arteta responds to that, then makes necessary changes, and you see the game out, and then Saka gets the winning goal. So, if it was a game of chess, then it's game, set and match to Arsenal in the way that they set out. Got a bit tricky in the middle, but ultimately 6 points on the board, and you want to try and finish as high as you can in this new league format that we have.
Yeah, we'll show you the league table even after 2 matches. We'll do that a little bit later on. I'm not sure how much it means after 2, but really the 2 wins for Arsenal is exactly how they wanted to start this off. Can we take you back to the first half, Owen, and watch the goal again from Gabriel? Because it was very pretty, wasn't it, from Martinelli?
It was a fabulous goal. And Martin Ødegaard was, in that first half, that's probably as good as he can play. Everything he did, I was saying that Martin played like a surgeon. He was so precise with everything.
Congratulations, a win out there. What are your thoughts?
Well, very happy, obviously, with the win and the clean sheet against, as we predicted, a very tough opponent. I think we started the game very, very good. Scored the goal, had some big chances that in the Champions League you don't put them away. After you're going to suffer, and then we had a period in the game we became a little bit open. We needed a big save from David in one action to keep the clean sheet. But overall, after 3 days and the game that we had to play in Newcastle, credit to the boys the way we performed.
Is that something that you might take from this game in terms of reassess, and how do you work on it in terms of, you mentioned there, closing the chances and the opportunities that you get, especially maybe latter parts of this competition?
Yes, because we know that it's all about the boxes. Their team, they don't need much, and they arrived 3 or 4 times and they looked a real threat. So when you have those big chances, you have to put them in the net. If not, like we had in the last 10 minutes, we had to dig in very, very deep to control them, and at the end to earn the right to win the game.
Well, look, here's 14 home games that you've now won here at the Emirates in the league phase of this Champions League stage, and kept 11 clean sheets on the way. Is that progress? It must be music to your ears.
Well, that's very difficult to do, so credit to the boys. The consistency we show in this competition against very tough opponents, and we go again on Saturday.
Martin Ødegaard looked a man on a mission tonight. He almost looked back to his best out there. Would you agree?
Yeah, he was phenomenal. I think he influenced the game in a manner that is very important with us, because he continued to play forward, carrying the ball, putting people through on goal, and generated some big chances for his teammates. He should have scored a goal as well in the big open chance that he'd had. So very good to have him back at this level.
Look, we know the narrative of the strength and depth that you've got, but do you find that your squad are actually thriving off this? They're stepping up to the they
They do, and they all know that they have a chance to play, to maybe make 6 changes, and I want everybody to be a big part of that. The players came in as well to help when the team was still lacking a bit of rhythm and needed to re-energize. The client comes in, Neps, Bukayo, Mosquera, anybody that comes in, Jurian brings another dimension to the team. Great to see.
Big Gabby okay? He came off?
Yeah. He was struggling a little bit with, I think it was a kick in the first half, and we decided to take him off.
And then I'm sure your mind probably hasn't wandered to it yet, but West Ham at the weekend, that'll be your 300th game in charge of Arsenal. In this day and age, that's an achievement in itself.
I didn't know that. That's a lot of games for this football club. So, I feel very honoured, and a lot of gratitude for everybody that has allowed me to stay for that long here.
Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Of course, 300 games. Did you know as well, on this day in 1996, a certain Arsene Wenger also joined the club?
No, it was a good day for the club, obviously, then, wasn't it?
Don't worry, I won't get you to go back over that history. Fun with that.
He came on the tube and no one recognised him. But when he left, the whole of London knew him.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, we'll discuss a little bit more about Arteta's influence on this side. But we just want to update you as well with the league table, because after 2 games, it's quite interesting. Well, obviously, it's going to change quite a lot. But Saka's goal tonight means that Arsenal managed to go above Karabakh in the league table. They're now 5th at the moment. But there you go. There's the layout as it stands. Bayern Munich at the top, and Harry Kane just scoring so many goals at the minute. So many goals. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about Arsenal and the test that they have coming up. They've had a very difficult start to the season, and they've managed the games quite well. West Ham at the weekend, and then their fixtures coming up also. It's hard. I don't like to call any fixtures easier fixtures, but in a way, they've got some very difficult ones behind them now, Martin.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was the start to the season. I looked at the league table for the Premier League and thought, well, goodness, if they can just be like 2 or 3 points behind Liverpool after 6 games in, when you look at those away games, you know, to have to go to Old Trafford and to Anfield and then to St James's Park, you know, the most atmospheric grounds in the country. So, you know, West Ham, though, I thought they were a lot better on Monday night against Everton, without doubt. You know, maybe, but Arsenal have to be favourites to win that game. The Champions League games, Athletic Madrid next coming up. That'll be another bumper night. And you want to get, I think if you can get to 11 points, you're pretty well there, aren't you? Qualified, as we've seen in this format. So win as many games as you can, as quickly as you can. But it's a really good start for Arsenal.
They're sort of well placed as well. You can see their fixtures on your screen at the moment, heading into the international break, managing to keep that momentum up so far.
Yeah, I think if you look at that fixture there against Liverpool, I think they'll be top by then. They've had some really tough games up to this point, but actually Arsenal now, I think they're favourites in pretty much every game.
We need to put some glasses on you, because those are Arsenal's fixtures and those are Liverpool's next to it. No, but to be fair, I mean, I can't see it either. but Liverpool's are very difficult in comparison.
Yeah, but I do think Arsenal, obviously they've had some tough games, but I think in all these games coming up, they're the favourites. They actually do not have a player on their side where you think can't come in and play really well. I think, you know, whether it's the Premier League or the Champions League, they're going to be there with the best teams.
They've got to go and do it, though. They've got to go and prove. We can talk about it all night, but they've got to go and do it. And they certainly look like they believe they can do it, and they've got the quality to do it. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Anyway, Saka, he had to get on the score sheet, didn't he?
Little message from Ødegaard.
Absolutely beautiful. You see that? Face him up, little touch. Timing of the ball perfect, timing of the run.
Another player coming off the bench and scoring.
A little bit lucky to go through the goalkeeper's legs, but they all count.
You keep it low.
Keep it low. You never. Hey, keep it low. You never know.
So 3 points for Arsenal. One English team got the job done. Another one did not.
Oh.
Manchester.
To see you back on the pitch, and great to see you back from injury. And what a brilliant performance from you tonight. Just tell us how it felt being back out there.
Yeah, it was nice to be back. Feel like I haven't played too much this season, to be honest. It's probably only the United game, you know. So first game of the season, so I missed it, and yeah, it was good to be back, and I felt good, and good win. So yeah,
we were really enjoying just watching the fluidity of football in the first half, especially the speed that you're playing and the part that you played in it as well. How much have you been working on that?
Yeah, a lot. We work on that every day. You know, we want to be creative. We want to create a lot, you know, and we know the quality we have in the team. We also know how solid we are defensively, you know. So if we can, just create those chances and flow, as you say, then it's always going to be good.
Martin, obviously the first half, this ball is ridiculous, by the way. I mean, you played a few balls in the first half which were actually quite silly. I mean, I actually said to Martin, you actually played like a surgeon. Everything was so precise. You know, even your first touch. When you set up Gyökeres, everything was so. That's you at your absolute best.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. You know, especially when you have those players up front, and especially with Victor. You know, he's so aggressive and always starts. You know, always a threat. So that's my job. You know, to create things for them. And in the end, I got the assist and could have had a few more and scored a goal. But we got the win, and it was good. So I enjoyed it.
Martin, was there a message? Because tonight you played as a team, more forward passes than any game you've played in this season. You seem to take fewer touches. As the manager said, OK, you played a few blind passes, whereas in the past maybe you take 2-3 touches. Tonight, no, you simplified your game. Is that something that you've been aware of?
I think it's, you have to play what you see, you know, and sometimes the game requires that you take more touches, sometimes less touches, and you have to read the game, and they maybe press us a little bit more than the teams normally do in the Premier League, you know. So that leaves more space in behind, and when you have players like Victor up front, you know, you have to feed him, and I thought we did that quite well today, and we have to keep going, keep building on this. And
you're hearing there's pressure. Eze comes in, and do you feel that? I mean, does that make you play even better? You seem to embrace that tonight, that kind of pressure of, okay, you watch me now. Look what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone can see the quality and the depth, you know, in the squad now, and we have so much quality and so many players you can play. So I think it's just a feeling, you know, from every single player. Whenever you're on the pitch, you want to prove that you deserve it, and you want to keep your spot, you know. So I think that's good for us, you know, that competitiveness and the competition within the squad. So yeah, that's good.
Your performance probably could have only been topped if you scored a goal, but there was a great opportunity for you, but a brilliant save as well that we want to show you too.
It's just to arrive there, and the ball normally comes in the right area as well. So, yeah, should have scored that one.
Martin, just quickly, we've been speaking to Arsenal fans tonight outside the stadium, online as well, getting their kind of thoughts. Look, this fan base are always behind you guys, but this season they feel like it could be extra special. Do you feel like that, being part of the team and being the captain of this side?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like we've used everything that happened to us, in a good way. We feel a lot stronger as a group. Obviously, we got a few new players in, brought a lot of and energy, into the team as well. And you can see it every day in training, how hungry we are and how much we want it. So hopefully this is going to be our year.
Have you noticed the boys, the level being elevated a little bit in training with the new ones? Yeah,
for sure. First of all, the quality that they bring, but also for the rest of the players, to feel that it's even more competition and you have to fight for your spot, So I think it's making us all better.
Yeah, Martin, we'll let you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you out there like that again tonight. And good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you so much. Take care. Okay, guys, let's get some reaction from the boss then.
First half was quite magnificent. Drilling balls, weight of pass, really making Arsenal tick today.
For all of that quick play, beautiful passing, the chances that they had, Martin, for you, should they have put that game to bed earlier than they did?
Yeah, I think that's the next step. We've got evidence. I don't remember seeing an Arsenal team playing the ball forward quite so much. Today's the most they've done in any game this season, 188 passes forward. And if you look at Ødegaard has more touches than the ball than anybody else. He creates more chances. We just got to finish those off, but need to be a little bit more clinical. But, Martinelli playing on the right-hand side today, we've not really seen that before. So it was something new.
It looked good, didn't it?
It did. I think it suited him. Obviously, Maduaki's not available right now. Havertz is still injured. So people having to play, putting a shift in. And I thought they had a different look to it. Trossard maybe didn't have one of his better nights. But, the midfield looked really, really settled. Supermendy was
running the show, wasn't
he? Quietly, behind the scenes, he gets everything ticking. And Ødegaard is the kind of icing on the cake for Arsenal.
Yeah. Saka, one of the players that came off the bench as well.
This is Champions League. They've got a really good side with really good players. I think we could have scored more goals in the first half. We had some chances. But as I said, that's Champions League, and they are a good side as well. So.
Well, let's talk about the goals tonight. You got the goal, the first goal, but you had a chance within the first 2 minutes. How did you feel when you saw that one fly wide?
Yeah, it was a great ball, the first one from Miles. We were talking about this before the game, that could attack that space in the box, and he did great with the ball. And just could have done better in that one. And in the goal, I tried to wait a little bit to see if it would then be Victor's goals, and then it touches the post, and then I scored, and it was a good goal as well. So happy with the goal and the victory as well. Yeah,
there was no mistake with the second one. Look, there is this narrative this season about the strength and depth that Arsenal have got within the squad. Do you feel the sort of pressure to earn the shirt, but then to keep the shirt at the same time?
Yeah, it's good for the club. We want to have the best players around us, and as I said, we have a really good group and a big one now, and it's good for the club. We want to win every title that we play in, and this is what we're going to try to do.
Well, look, you've won your opening 2 games of this Champions League campaign. Does that set a good marker to what your intention is in this competition this season?
Yeah, of course. As I said, we play for Arsenal, and we want to win every single game of the season, if possible, and we want to win every trophy that we can.
Lovely. Gabby, thank you so much.
Thank you.